Alright guys, welcome back. In this video we are going to be talking about ports. You can think of ports as exact house or apartment numbers. So IP addresses represent the city and the street name, and the port number represents the exact house number you are living in. So when a computer tries to connect or communicate with another computer, it not only needs the IP address but the port as well. So the next question is that how exactly do we find these port numbers on a computer? If you are using Windows, it's pretty simple. You just open up your command prompt and type in netstat, then -a, -b and -n. But if we press enter right now, it's not going to work because right now we don't have administrator privileges. So we'll just press enter, and as you can see it says the requested operation requires elevation. So we are just going to close this command prompt, and then we are going to type in cmd over here. So it will show us the command prompt. Then we are going to right click on it and click on run as administrator. Click on yes, and now we have elevated privileges. So now we can type in netstat -a, -b and -n and press enter, and a huge list will pop up and all these IP addresses with ports are shown on my computer. So for example, there is a file called svhost.exe which is using this IP address with a port of 6771. Now let's see some common ports on our computer and on the internet. So this is a collection of some common port numbers and some common protocols that are used. So for example, HTTP uses the port number of 80, FTP uses the port number of 20. If you're not understanding the port numbers concept, don't worry about it. I'm going to give you an example in like a minute or so, and you're going to understand it better. So for right now, just understand that port is just an exact room number. It's not a street address like an IP address. And it has these places, like for example, HTTP uses the 80 port and FTP uses the 20 port. And it's not written over here, but the HTTPS, that is the security protocol, uses the 443 port. If you want to find the full list, you can go to this link. I'll probably attach this link to this video and something, and you can find it over there. It's a very big list, but if you see this list, this is also enough. So now we are going to open up a website and check out how these ports exactly work. So for example, if you open up google.com, we are not typing any port number over here. Obviously, we are behind the scenes typing in the IP address, but we are not typing in the port number anywhere. So what we'll do is, because we have just learned that the port number of HTTP, that is the web pages, is 80. So if we go back to the presentation, you can see HTTP has port number of 80. Now we'll go back to Google and type in google.com, and then we'll put a semicolon for a port and type in 80 and press enter. And as you can see, the Google website's open. But if we type in google.com and make a colon, not a semicolon, and type in 20, that is the port number of FTP, that is the file transfer protocol, FTP, that has a port number of 20. And if we press enter, it's not going to open up, and it's going to say that the address is restricted. Press enter, this address is restricted, and this address uses a network port which is normally used for purposes other than web browsing. Firefox has cancelled the request for your protection. So Google doesn't allow us to access this port, but it allows us to access the 80 port. So this is the usage of ports. So in this video, we have learned all the important aspects of ports. So this is pretty much it for this video, but in the next video, we are going to learn about sockets and how they are important in connecting two devices or two computers. I'll see you in the next video.